for his return to the Grizzlies unknown, according to head coach Taylor Jenkins. Morant was seen flashing a gun on an Instagram Live video over this weekend. The team announced he would be stepping away from them. Morant later issued a statement apologizing for the incident and saying he was going to, quote, take some time away to get help and work on learning better methods of dealing with stress and my overall well-being.
Clown-ass nigga, clown-ass nigga.
You guys have got a chance to see me grow up from public consumption since 1991. And I've been involved in drug raids. I've survived assassination attempts. I've been that undisciplined young person that was trying to figure out how to be famous, how to be successful, and how to change the dynamics of my family. The one thing that young people have to understand, and in Ja Morant's case, when you first get drafted, you go from being a member of the family, a member of the crew, to being the leader, to being the breadwinner. And first and foremost, I hear a lot of people talking about like his family and his crew. When you the leader, it's on you, because you end up searching that lifestyle. You end up wanting to be down. And what I had to learn is that people come into your life for 4 reasons: to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. You have to choose wisely. He has way too much to lose. Trust me, I've been that young player carrying a gun, and Will Bond alluded to this. When you start waving it, that could get you killed. That's an entirely different thing than we're talking about. A superstar athlete should be putting themselves in position. And as Stephen A. mentioned, that's him on the video, on his IG Live. Ain't nobody coaxing him. Ain't nobody ain't nobody egging him on to do that. That's a personal choice. And a lot of times, guys, as I mentioned, fame can be a drug. And I don't know what type of pain that he deals with and type of anxiety that he has, or what types of substances that he may be using. And I'm glad in this statement that he owned that I need to make changes for me, because as the leader, as the breadwinner, you control the environment. The people that are around you, you select. And a lot of times, unfortunately, and Will Bond alluded to this also, when we start to get fame, when we start to get money, then we try to feel like we keeping it real. Like we trying to be down now. We trying to be tough now. We trying to be hard now. But you made it. And once you make it, your job is to uplift, to enlighten. And I'm glad this actually happened at this point of his life. He's a 23-year-old young man. Nobody got arrested. Nobody got injured. And I'm hearing too many stories about pistols, okay? Allegedly with the 17-year-old kid, allegedly with the Indiana Pacers staff. Last night on IG Live, I saw the video like you guys did, brandishing the gun. The next step to that is now recovery. And I believe that he's on that path. I'm happy that he's on that path. He's going to return, and he's going to be a better person. And because of all of this taking place, he's now going to be able to live his full potential.
Not even who Ja Morant is to me. This to me is more of a byproduct of rap, a lot of that imaging that you see that makes you think you're something that you don't have to be. Imaging of people around Memphis that he decides to hang out with. But Key, there's no doubt, like, this is not who Ja Morant is. And for me, I put out a tweet, and it got a lot of flack, where I'm like, we as a basketball community have to put our arms around him to help him get out of his own way. Because for me, this is just immature behavior that is not even who he is.
I need everybody who's speaking about Ja Morant to be very honest about themselves. Ja Morant is not being misled. That's what I hate about the narrative about Ja Morant. Yo, he got to cut people off. Yo, bro, Ja, you can't bring everybody from the hood with you. Yo, Everybody needs to stop. Ja Morant is doing exactly what he wants to do. He wants to live and be seen as a thug. It's not his homies. I've watched some of his vlogs. It's coming out online. They're saying you grew up in a two-parent household. You was never in the streets. You ain't never did none of the stuff that you're trying to appear that you have done. But yet, it's not even about enjoying music, because even me, myself, a square, enjoys young boy music.
But I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. What's the matter, dog? You in Paris? This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence. And Clarence lives at home with both parents. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. Such things as halfway crooks. He's scared to death. He's scared to look at his fucking yearbook. Fuck Cranbrook.
Really want to go to the hood. Here's my thing with him, though. I don't like when he half-ass it. Stop showing the gun if you never shot it. I don't like that. I always remind y'all of my favorite athlete gangster, Aaron Hernandez. He showed the gun, he definitely busted. Is he doing anything, or is he just showing the shit off for sport? So, Ja, I got a challenge for you. If you gonna look gangster, be gangster. We need to see you sliding. I need to see you putting in some work. Because right now, you just playing around with the gun. Oh, look at me. Look what I got in the club. You're a fucking NBA player. Nobody searches you, dummy. Do you think this is an accomplishment? You're an NBA player. Nobody, like, even if the club said no guns, they're not going to search you. You walked in with the shit. Put some work in. You clearly won't. You ain't got no respect right now in the streets. Everybody's not saying you fake, you from the burbs. Put some work in, brother. Because listen, you can't save no, like, y'all got to stop acting like this ain't a grown-ass man. His friends ain't do nothing. I ain't see his friends ever in his ear like, nah, fuck these. He the only nigga keep doing it. Ja, I'm going to just end by saying this, man. Everybody's chasing history. LeBron was chasing history when he passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If you trying to be the biggest athlete gangster, Aaron Hernandez clapped 4 niggas. What's your body count at? We don't want to see you dancing around with the guns no more. That's lame. It's really lame. We need to see you put work in, okay? If you're a gangster, I just want to see it. Because other than that, I'm looking at you like, shut up. Like, we don't want to just play basketball, my nigga. Like, you're getting paid hundreds of millions. It's like, we don't want to see you pump faking about some shit that people who really have no other options, they really got to do. If you really gangster, go do what you got to do. Listen, chat, you can't stop a crash out nigga, man. If he's a crash dummy, you just tell everybody to put the seatbelt on in the car. I'm trying to see him crash out. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's basically told us he's down to crash out. And stop saying it's the media. Because only a fucking idiot would get on Instagram Live